everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions with a Wrestling Rampage. The 3 amigos are back, baby!
Don't mess up the hair now.
Don't mess up the goddamn
hair now, man.
Anyway, we're back.
Don't be pulling my hair either. I don't have no hair left anyway.
Yeah, look at the bald spot.
Yeah, we can talk about the bald spot.
Well, this right here? Oh, that right there. That was just from me.
Anyway, we're back with this edition of 5 Questions.
You want to know? That's what it is.
That's what we answer.
It ain't going bald if using the headboard too much, baby.
When we answer your guys' questions that you guys sent in. Send in questions like crazy. Try to keep up here. Let's go ahead and go with the... Oh, and if you guys want to ask a question, the best way to do that...
I want to give a shout out.
Go ahead and give a shout out.
To Pro Wrestle Zone Podcast.
Pro Wrestle Zone Podcast. We all have the shirt. It's just Tommy wore his today.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to Rick Del Santa. Right
Yes.
And Dan the Beast.
Dan the Beast. And,
Dan the Beast Severed.
Severed.
He loves it when I call him Severed. He's Dan the Beast.
If you guys want to ask a question, the easiest way to do that is in the comment section down below. Drop us a question.
Down below.
And you'll be on the next edition of 5 Questions.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been asked before.
If it hasn't been asked before.
Because a lot of people are like, hey,
don't ask a stupid question.
Hey, why have you been answering my question? Because A, your question's already been answered before. So.
And don't ask a dumb question, what underwear you wear, dumb shit like that. That goddamn goof.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was a goof.
Yeah. Anyway, the first 3 questions are asked by the same person. Jason
Sensation.
What if Dustin Rhodes came to the WWE as himself instead of Goldust? Now, we should mention that he was in WWE as Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
The Natural?
Well, not the natural yet,
yeah.
But he was there with Dusty. They had the feud with Virgil and...
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, Virgil and Ted DiBiase. And
he had a few matches.
But, didn't really get a good foothold there.
Yeah.
And then he was in WCW as...
The Natural.
The Natural Dustin Rhodes.
The Natural Dustin Rhodes. Great song, too.
Yeah. They call me the Natural. I've always liked Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
And, but this is the thing. In WCW, everybody knows Dusty was doing the book.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not saying that Dustin didn't deserve what he got. He
was a decent worker. He was a good worker.
He was a good worker.
Unlike Eric Watts.
Yeah.
Who didn't deserve to get a push, believe me.
I mean, it's not like Dusty made him world champ or nothing.
Yeah.
But he did win I think he won the U.S. title once, and I think he won the tag team titles before.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I do know that he was in WWE in, I think, was it 98? He started doing the Dustin Rhodes thing, where it was just Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
After Goldust.
Yeah.
And he was doing the whole pray thing in the corner, and kind of weird. But
where he's wearing a WWF fucking polo shirt.
Yeah.
And goddamn black jeans, cowboy boots.
Let's just be honest. There was nothing to market Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Especially coming into the WWF.
Yeah.
Especially around that time in 1996. What would you do a market on for Dustin Rhodes?
There's nothing to.
There's nothing to market Dustin Rhodes for.
Yeah.
Rather, Goldust, let's just be honest, a little risque at the time.
Yeah.
In 96.
And he showed up in 95.
Yeah. And
he debuted in 95.
Late 95.
Yeah, late 95.
I think it was Survivor Series, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Survivor Series against Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, he didn't debut there, but he debuted on an In Your House.
In Your House.
In
Your Hace.
And beat the rocker Marty Jannetty. Everyone's beating Marty.
Everybody's beating Marty, yeah.
I like Marty.
Marty's new name was Beat Marty.
he was the rocker dropper.
Yeah.
But there was nothing to market Dustin Rhodes by himself.
As
Goldust, the
character was edgy.
The character was a little edgy at the time, and it was something to market.
Yeah.
It was something You know, and you should also realize this too. Do you really want to come in as Dustin Rhodes? Everybody will know you're Dusty's son. Everything like that.
And here's another thing: he couldn't follow in his footsteps. He couldn't. He even said he couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to do something different. He wanted to be himself.
I would rather.
He wanted he wanted to be completely different.
I think Dusty wanted to go in on his own. He didn't want to go on his dad's coattails.
Dustin.
Yeah, but the thing about it is he did even a shitty gimmick as that right there. He got it over, and he got it over big too.
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoyed the early Goldust. You know, of course, some people didn't want to work with him, like fucking Scott Hall.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. He goes, "Oh, it's a little edgy, man. I don't like the tattoo." Well, but you could drink every fucking night, can't you, Scott?
Yeah, really.
you could have vodka for breakfast.
Yeah, you could have a lot of fucking booze in your goddamn long hair ass.
Here's a new trend,
but you don't want to work with Goldust, but you can fucking have 50 million car crashes and fucking drink a lot of Jack Daniels.
And here's the thing too,
fucking,
you know,
I'm just saying.
He come in as some people don't want to fucking talk about because their ass is all hurt about the shit. Mm-hmm. You know, he come in, you know, as pretending to be the gay guy, and he fucking got over it. And let me tell you something, he ain't the first one that ever did that right there that got over either, though.
I guess they said misogynistic.
Yeah,
I guess is what they
said. You know, Adrian Street done that type gimmick. You know, there's a lot of people that's done that.
Very flamboyant, very, well, I mean, at the time, you didn't know if he was gay or not.
Yes, because he...
which is what I enjoyed about the Goldust character.
Yeah.
No, he would get in people's heads.
He'd get in people's heads. He's like, no. Like, especially with the Razor tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, the Razor heart tattoo. That got into fucking Razor's mind.
Yeah.
What does this guy want to do to me?
Yeah.
And see, the only match they had was Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then after that, he didn't want to work with him no more.
Which is sad.
Which I like Scott Hall. You know, he's a great worker, but come on, man, you can't. And of course, he was part of the clique, so he gets what he wants. So you know, any part of the fucking clique gets anything they wants.
You know,
that's one thing I hate about 95 and 96.
Yeah.
When they were fucking pulling the strings, telling Vince what to do, instead of Vince telling them what to do. And a lot of people left because of that dumb shit.
Yeah.
No, I've left too.
But I will say this: by '97, Goldust was one of the top stars in the WWF at the time.
Yeah, '96, he was the top guy too. He was feuding with the Undertaker at one time. Hell, he had a great backlot brawl with fucking Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 12. But see, that's another thing. Scott Hall couldn't work with him, but Roddy Piper could.
Had no problem.
Roddy Piper had no problem working with him.
Roddy Piper could work with any motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck
Roddy Piper had no fucking problem working with him.
Here's the thing about it. He didn't give a fuck who you are or what you were,
you know,
or anything
that's
about
the thing.
that right there.
That's the thing. Roddy Piper didn't bitch about working with him.
Nope.
The Undertaker didn't bitch about working with him.
There you go.
But old Gator Scott Hall did.
Gator Scott Hall Gator.
I'm sorry, I hate that dumb shit. You work with who you're supposed to fucking work with.
But most definitely, Goldust was more of a viable character than Dustin Rhodes, and I believe that's why
he was more over as Goldust.
Yeah.
And he got the gimmick over. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people didn't think it was good. It was too edgy. Well, goddamn, everything's edgy. You know, I'm more offended when I look at wrestling now than what Goldust did.
Yeah.
I'm more offended at wrestling in 2021 than I was what Goldust did. Let me tell you that. I'm being honest.
Oh, I agree.
I'm more offended of what people put wrestling to be right now. I'd rather watch Dustin Rhodes. I'd rather go back and watch Adrian Street.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed the Goldust character. I thought it worked great for him.
Let's go and go with the next question. Thoughts? Same question there from Jason. Thoughts on John Tenta?
Thoughts on John Tenta? I know one thing. I heard he was a tough guy.
Oh yeah.
He was a Samoan. He was a sumo wrestler at one time.
He was in Japan. He was a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, he was a sumo wrestler.
Big motherfucker.
Yeah, and talented too.
Very talented. A guy that can move for being 400 something pounds.
Yeah.
You know.
And he had a big top feud with Hogan in '90.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then he had a feud with Jake. And he had a feud with almost everybody around that time.
Which, you know, at the time, if you're going to work with Hogan, you're a top guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the story.
Yeah, because it didn't matter whether you win or lost. Hogan made you that top guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went to and then he wrestled who else did he wrestle? Like I said, he was with Hogan. He wrestled Hogan, then he wrestled Jake. And then in '93 he had a feud with 93 and '94 he had a feud with Yokozuna.
Yeah, which was around the time where Yokozuna was actually a top guy himself.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And then he went to WCW. It was Avalanche.
yeah,
Didn't enjoy the Avalanche one though.
I didn't really enjoy his WCW run.
I didn't either. I thought his WCW run was the shits.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, he comes into WCW, and they give him Avalanche. What? Well, that's a copyright right there. That's a strike right there. You know that's getting flagged by Vince.
And it was.
And it was.
Yeah.
But then
now, granted, an avalanche ain't like an earthquake, but hey, guess what? It's a natural disaster. Damn it.
Vince sued.
So Vince sued.
And then he was part of the Three Faces of Fear as Avalanche. Come on, he's with the Butcher. You know that ain't going far.
I am the man.
It's true though.
Yeah.
You know that ain't going far.
And it didn't.
And then they changed his name to fucking Shark.
Yeah.
You know that ain't no good.
Being with the Dungeon of Doom didn't help either.
No, being with right when he showed up as Avalanche, he was paired with Kevin Sullivan and the fucking Butchers. So you know that ain't going far. And then after that, he was part of Dungeon of Doom. His name was Shark.
Which I guess was him just being snake bit for fucking WCW big time.
That fucking sucked. And then they're like, fuck it, let's just name him. Let's just use his real name, John Tenta. And then they just used him as a fucking jobber.
Most of the time, yeah, they did. Which was pretty sad.
Because I actually like John Tenta Earthquake. He's great. And then he came to WWF. He came to WWF in '98 as Golga.
Golga, part of the.
And have you noticed the Oddies? And he was the only one that actually worked in that whole goddamn group. Him and Luna were the only goddamn two ones that actually could work.
He did lose a little bit of weight for that, so
Yep.
that was nice for him to get a little bit healthier.
He even knew the gimmick sucked, but
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of out there with oddities and things like that.
But to be honest, him and fucking Luna were the only good workers in that whole fucking crew. Kurgan sucked. He couldn't work worth of shit. Giant Silver was just lucky to be there with his gap teeth. And fucking, he wasn't doing shit.
And we should also mention that, he was a tag team champion with Typhoon.
Yep. Tag team championship, yep.
Feuds with the Road Warriors.
Yeah. I had a little feud with the Road Warriors in WCW, but overall, did you guys enjoy John Tenta?
Yeah.
And we should mention that as well. He came back in 2001.
In the Gimmick Battle Royal.
He was in the Gimmick Battle Royal. Not only that, but he did a lot of dark matches for the WWE. Guys, you can actually check that out by typing in Earthquake 2001 right here on YouTube. You can check that out. You'll see some dark matches of him in 2001.
Yeah.
Which he lost a lot of weight and things of that nature. But of course, we do know that he does die eventually.
Yeah.
Some serious complications. But it was nice to see Earthquake back in the WWF.
Yes, it was.
But overall, what do you guys think?
I really liked Earthquake, John Tenta. He was a tough guy too. I remember that fucking Japanese fucking wrestler fucking tried to test him.
Yeah.
I forgot the goddamn fucking Japanese wrestler's name. He was the one who wrestled with fucking Tenryu against Demolition. That fucking fat yellow fucking bastard. You know the fat yellow bastard that wore the singlet.
Yeah.
He thought he was the top guy, but he was just another Japanese guy.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Tenryu was a bigger star than he was. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then him and fucking Earthquake got in a big fucking shoot.
True, yeah.
He's trying to test fucking Earthquake, and Earthquake goes, "Listen here, you fucking yellow singlet fuck. You want to get
I'm trying to work
with your fucking shitty ass."
And
then this motherfucker was fucking trying to fucking.
He got on the mic and
said, "They kicked the referee. Oh, you know wrestling's fake. You wrestling's fake." Well, so is your fucking ass with you yellow fucking bumblebee fucking singlet. Fuck you.
John Tenta.
I never had anything against him. But, a lot of people that shoot interviews said when you get in the ring with him, you think you're going to get hurt. He said he treated me like a baby.
Yeah, he's like fucking me, tough guy, but he's a nice guy.
But he said the guy said he never intentionally hurt anybody. He always took good care of me when I wrestled him. Said we'd go in there and I'd ask him, what do you want to do? You want to do this?
It was like the Road Warriors.
Yeah. You want to do this? You want to do that? What do you want to do? And he just tells him, look, we will do what we do, and I'll take care of you.
The natural disasters want to throw their weight around. Well, guess what? We want to throw your weight around too.
Yeah.
But love earthquake.
Yeah.
So let's go with the next question here. Also asked by Jason. Thoughts on Steve Kern
Oh hell no.
as Skinner, or could there have been a better character for Steve Kern?
You want me to do this?
Yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Go ahead.
Well, Jason, are you a Steve Kern fan? Because I'm going to bust your little bubble right here if you want.
Yeah, go ahead, bust the bubble.
If Jason's a Steve Kern fan, I'm going to bust his bubble right here.
Bust the dirty bubble.
It's a dirty bubble, believe me. Steve Kern is the shits. I'm telling the fucking truth. When he was part of the Fabulous Ones, with him and Stan Lane, Stan Lane did all the goddamn work. I'm being honest. Because Steve Kern was not a good worker. He was the shits. Couldn't cut a good promo either. And Stan Lane did all the fucking work. And then he showed up in WWF. Of course, they wrestled in AWA and stuff, but and the Road Warriors kind of roughed him up.
Yeah.
We told you we ain't doing the finish.
We should also mention that he does do some shots at WCW.
Yeah.
But to no really prevail.
Oh, no shock there.
No shock there.
And then he fucking came to WWF in what, 92?
92.
As Skinner, and I was like, that's a perfect gimmick for him.
The Alligator Man.
The Alligator Man.
I was like, that's a perfect gimmick for Steve Kern. Bottom of the barrel card. Yeah, he deserves that gimmick.
Hey. There was a highlight during his.
Oh, there was two highlights. Do you know this motherfucker had two Intercontinental title matches? Remember he was in that fucking Survivor Series match and he was in there with nothing but jobbers? Fucking Hercules, fucking Colonel Mustafa, Berserker, and him. You knew that team wasn't going to win. And I like Hercules, but I'm just saying.
Hercules, he's out of there.
But sure, you know that team didn't go. And of course they all got eliminated, no shock there.
Of course they
were. But yeah, him as Skinner, he deserved everything he got. And this motherfucker had two Intercontinental title match. He had one this Tuesday at Texas. Check out shitty pay-per-view out.
we did
And it was the
review on
shits,
there.
by the way.
Yes.
He takes on Bret Hart. Bret Hart did the best he could with what he had. Because there ain't no way you're having a good match with Skinner, the Alligator Man. I can tell you that right now. And then he had another
Old Bret Hart.
Intercontinental title match.
His back must have been hurting that night.
With Shawn Michaels. And of course he blew that one too.
And he did get a Hasbro action figure.
Well, that's another highlight for him.
That's another highlight for him.
And then, after that, he became, the owner of FCW?
Yes.
And jacked all the fucking OVW talent? Yeah, fuck you, Steve Kern. And that's another thing. That fucking documentary they did on FCW, to me, all that shit that they said and part of it was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Kern, all that shit they did in FCW, saying, we trained these guys, a lot of it was a fucking lie.
All those guys.
I never liked Steve Kern,
Yeah.
never fucking will. I've never seen anyone that's a fucking Steve Kern fan. Fuck Steve Kern.
All those guys.
Fuck Skinner.
All those guys was really trained.
Take your fucking tobacco chew and stick it up your fucking tank.
Was trained in OVW.
Goddamn
doing
veggie
fucking
can.
truth about it.
Read a goddamn vegetable can.
But they don't want to tell you the fucking truth. We'll tell you the motherfucking truth.
Steve Kern, Pops. Did you like it with Skinner?
He should have been out there with alligators.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't get a pet alligator.
Yeah, that's
like a baby would.
He had a gator paw.
That wasn't a gator.
I don't know what the fuck it was. Yeah, his music sounded like fucking stomach growling.
The only highlight of his career to me is working with Stan Lane and winning the Southern Tag Team titles in Memphis.
In Memphis.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr. I never cared for Steve Kerr, but if you had to choose his best run, probably was Stan Lane as the fabulous ones.
Yeah.
They did win some championships. They were one of the top people in Memphis, in the Memphis territory, and he did have a brief stint in the WWF. And well, Tommy kind of nailed it down. 2 Intercontinental Championship matches unsuccessful to Hasbro action figures. So there you go.
And the one that got him together.
And he was in the WWE Championship Royal Rumble. You know he wasn't winning it. Remember he cut a promo saying he was going to win the WWE Championship. Yeah, right, Skinner.
Yeah, right, Skinner.
And the one in Memphis got him together was the fabulous Jackie Fargo.
Jackie Fargo. Let's go with the next question asked by Gregory Choulette. Thoughts on Rocky Balboa? And did you guys know that Stallone is not returning for Creed 3?
Well, so what thoughts on Rocky?
Rocky Balboa.
What he's talking about that Rocky Balboa movie?
I'm not sure if he's talking about the movie. I'm not sure if he's talking about the character. I'm not sure.
All right, well, let's go. I enjoyed Rocky 1 and 4.
1 through 4?
1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those were good. Rocky 5 sucked. I didn't give a fuck about Tommy Gunn. Didn't give a fuck about Rocky fighting in goddamn fucking Mickey's bar or whatever the fuck it was. Didn't care. Because that was the worst Rocky.
Did you like Rocky Balboa?
Did not like that either. He was a fucking dine-in guy. It looked like he ran a fucking restaurant. It was like fucking The Wrestler. I have a used car lot of Phoenix. You know? My boxing career is done, so I own a fucking restaurant. It's like fucking the
Ayatollah.
Yeah, that, and it's like goddamn on Hey Arnold. Remember, what was his name? That was the goddamn baseball guy? Mickey K-Line! Who owned his goddamn fucking baseball restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminded me of fucking Mickey K-Line.
Mickey K-Line!
Fucking, he owned his own goddamn bar and fucking baseball fucking restaurant. But Rocky Balboa, I thought that sucked.
Did you guys watch any of the Creed movies?
Nope. Here's why I don't care about them. Cause to be honest, I enjoyed Apollo Creed, but like, why you gotta make so many goddamn Rocky sequences? Now you gotta get the kids involved.
You gotta get the kids. It's gonna be
rough
on the
fuck.
kids.
Like Rocky 1 through 5 was enough.
We need kids.
Rocky 1 through 5 was enough.
Yeah.
You didn't have to fucking bring in another Rocky Balboa. And then here comes fucking Creed. I didn't watch that movie, didn't watch Creed 2, ain't gonna watch Creed 3, ain't gonna watch Creed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ain't gonna watch none of them. Ain't gonna watch fucking the Rambos either.
I'm not a big Sylvester Stallone fan. I'm not.
I'm not either. The only ones I thought were good was Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the first Rambo.
I would agree with Tommy. I like the first the first 4 Rockies, and I did enjoy the first Rambo. Other than that, I don't really care about Sylvester Stallone. That's just me, though. Pops.
Well, I like both the Rambos, and I also like the Rocky from 1 through 4. The Creed. I like Apollo Creed with then the Rocky, but his son playing the role. I mean, it was a good send off, I guess. But the part of he won the title. Now they're coming back. In part 1 he won the title. Part 2 he went against the Russians. Kids, the Russian guy's kid,
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, because his father killed Apollo.
Yeah,
and this right here was what that fight was all over anyway. To me, it was just a boost up to all the Rocky movies is what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about it personally.
But I set the record straight. I still watch I still watch Rambo, and I still watch the Rocky movies 1 through 4. I will watch those.
Last question asked by Jay Thomas.
Jay Thomas.
Wasn't you, was it?
No, it was not me.
Yeah, we know you. We know it wasn't you. You don't like to write shit.
If I was gonna put a fake thing in here, I'd be asking, how do you do your hair?
Thoughts on Kurt Angle
How
and
do you guys
TNA?
keep your hair so good?
Thoughts on Kurt Angle and TNA?
Thoughts on Kurt Angle and TNA?
TNA. We should mention that in 2006,
Yep.
he ends up leaving the WWE, and I think it was like 2 weeks later or whatever, he ends up in TNA.
Yep.
I think he told Vince something about retirement or getting clean or something like that, and then he went to
Yeah.
TNA.
Well, money.
Money.
But I enjoyed Kurt Angle's debut in TNA.
Samoa Joe?
Yeah, that was a great way to fucking debut him.
Oh, yeah.
And they put on great matches, him and Samoa Joe.
Go watch their trilogy of matches. It was pretty good.
Yeah. And then in 2007 and 8, I was like, okay, Kurt's doing good. And I was like, okay, they got Kurt Angle, who's a big star.
Mm-hmm.
But when he started doing that shitty main event Mafia, and fucking where he's trying to be fucking Al Pacino or what the fuck he's trying to sound like.
Maybe he's trying to be Al
Remember
Capone.
that? He's trying to sound like a fucking mobster guy.
I did not hear
Yeah,
that.
he's wearing the fucking shitty flower shirt.
I mean, like that. I want to tell you what
Yeah, he's trying to be a mobster. Sound like
I thought it
goddamn
was Matt
mobster.
Hasselbeck.
Yeah, he's trying to fucking sound like goddamn mobster, and he was looking like Matt Hasselbeck, and fucking shit.
I remember
like
his
that.
hair grew in just a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like Main Event Mafia. Main Event Mafia sucks. This Kurt Angle sucks. Okay.
When was the main event? Was that in 08?
I think it was 08 or 09.
Yeah, it was one
And
of the
then in 2010, Kurt definitely went downhill after that. Come on. Once Hogan came in, he wanted to push his boys. You know, like the Pudgy Boys.
Nasty Boys.
Yeah, Pudgy Boys. I'm sorry, they were fat. They
good
were
old-
real fat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they were Mama Tua fat.
Baba Tua!
And speaking of Mama Tua, you know Bubba the Love Sponge is definitely a Tua. Fucking fat bastard.
He's a 3.
Yeah, he's a 3. He's
Well.
a fucking 4.
Well, now
His
listen here now, guys.
His fucking cottage cheese
Listen here
ass.
now, guys. You know.
And I enjoy it. Remember when
You
Mick Foley
know
punched
Hulk-
him and you see his hog cheeks shake?
You know Hulk
That's the
Hogan.
most enjoyment I got. I've rewind that like 50 million times to see the hog cheeks shake.
You know that Hulk Hogan had to keep the sponge happy
And fucking...
because Hulk Hogan was banging the little sponge's wife.
Yeah, and then you hear Don't Forget About Us.
Don't forget about it.
And then, come on, then he loses to fucking people that he can beat. Come on, Wes Briscoe? Give me a fucking break! Fucking, and fucking then they fucking ran Kurt fucking, I thought Kurt was downhill after fucking 2010. He took a nosedive, in my opinion.
I actually started not liking Kurt Angle before that. I thought his run in 06 and 07 was pretty good. But by the time 08 rolled around, I was like...
He was starting to get,
Yeah.
he was starting to get sucky.
Yeah, I was like, because I believe it was 08 they were starting the main event.
Yeah, that's when I started not liking it.
And, I mean, I started to dig it at first.
But then I was like...
But then
I saw people like Booker T, okay. Scott Steiner,
Nash.
I like Nash, but and then I was like, then they added Sting. I was like, why the fuck is he in there? It's like, oh, is this the fucking senior citizen home? Or?
And not to mention later on, they get Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I was like, he didn't fit whatsoever.
Yeah, he didn't fit in it at all.
And I was like, Main Event Mafia, what is this, the Billionaires Club? Like goddamn WCW in 2000 here? Remember they had the Millionaires Club? It was a whole bunch of fucking people that made millions, like DDP and all that?
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this, Millionaires Club?
It might be for TNA only. Pops Kurt Angle in TNA.
Okay, I didn't have nothing against Kurt Angle. I've always thought he was a great athlete and everything. But here's my stand on that. You guys had your stand on it, say mine. He told Vince McMahon that he was going to retire and get cleaned out or whatever. All that what right there was to go into TNA and get the cheddar. Easily cheddar, I must say. Mm-hmm. And he had what you call a little bit of a stint there. Not much.
Kurt had a big stint in TNA. He was there for a long time.
He was there for a long time.
Well,
but I mean,
he was there for a long time. You know why he was there for a long time? Because he trying to keep an eye on his wife. Because at that right there time, Jeff Jarrett was banging it. And if you ask me, that is why he didn't give a fuck if he lost anybody, because you know he knew his wife while he's out there wrestling was backstage fucking Jeff Jarrett, and that's the truth. It all come out. We all know it was.
It was.
So he had a good stint, but it started sucking later on, and that right there is the reason why.
Well, see, the difference from his WWE run was I liked Kurt Angle from the start.
Yeah.
I liked him when he was finished. In TNA, after a couple of years, I was like, eh.
I was like, man. I was like, goddamn.
How the mighty have fallen.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah,
Come on, Kurt, you're losing to these people that I know you could beat.
I mean,
fucking Wes Briscoe.
I mean, he lost to people.
I can understand if he's pushing a guy like a Desmond Wolfe.
Yeah.
Or even a Mr. Anderson. Or, people that actually has some talent. I can understand that. But pushing people, but losing to people that don't deserve to fucking be in the ring with him?
To me, he actually looked like a jobber against those guys. And like I said, it could be because Jeff Jarrett was backstage fucking his wife. That right here probably had a lot to do with it. And probably he just felt like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me somebody in there where I can get my fucking shit and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And plus, I didn't really like the way that TNA treated Kurt Angle either.
No.
Especially with the feud with Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Where, he'd be the fucking best man.
Yeah.
Fucking
treat him
Jeff
like
Jarrett's Jeff Jarrett and Carrot's fucking
treating Kurt like shit.
Yeah, treating him like shit,
I'm just sitting there like
back there banging his wife, and now you want me to do this shit? Fuck you. I'd beat the fuck out of Jeff Jarrett.
I like Jeff, but...
For real. It would have been no joke for me. I'd beat the fuck out of him for real.
But, after the first couple of years, I was off the Kurt Angle bandwagon at TNA.
Yep,
so,
me too.
Just for the way he was booked and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just horrible.
It wasn't because of his talent, it's because of the booking.
Well, just like anything else, the talenting, the way they do people, and also the fucking booking can kill your ass too.
No doubt. Guys, hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestleRampage 2. Follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. You get Pops off Facebook. He's always on there talking about the evil orange man that isn't in the White House anymore. And then,
the evil orange man is still around.
He's still around.
And so is his little cohorts. Except the one on Facebook. The news guy, Facebook guy.
Oh, he's a journalist.
Yeah, but he's only interested in his kind of journalism. which the shit that falls out of his mouth like the rest of them on there.
But guys, you can also follow me and Tommy on Instagram, which you guys can see the links right here.
Yep.
And guys, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys, because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.
Yep.